Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about Microsoft Excel, which is the second chapter of your book. So this is an application program. Let's see what is an Excel. As I told, it is an application program and also a calculating program. This is very useful in businesses when it's come to calculations. And this is the product of Microsoft as well. So how to start? It is very simple. You just click on the start button and then you go to Microsoft Office and then you get this screen. Under that Microsoft Office you have several applications which belongs to Microsoft, and you click on Excel 2013. Then you will get this window. This is the Microsoft Excel first page. So let's see what are the features of that page. As in Word, PowerPoint, it is also same. The quick access toolbar is there and the name box that indicates the cell name, and the formula bar. We will learn what are those. As we all know, the Microsoft product, it contains the ribbon and the column letters and the row numbers, and you can have more than one sheet at per application. So we are in the sheet 1 now. If you see the bottom part, you can see a small cross. Clicking on that, you can add several sheets to your book. Let's see how we perform calculations using Excel. First you select the cell and then type the equal mark. After that you can select the cells you want and simply press on enter or click on the tick mark. Now this is a simple example. This basically adds two cells, that means cell A1 add with cell A2. So this is the answer you get. It will calculate it at two numbers. 10 plus 5 you get 15. In the third picture you will see that once you change the value of cells A1 and A2, it will still calculate the total of those two cells. So these are the elements of a formula. References, the cell or the cell range you want to use in the calculations, and the operators, that means the symbols for using calculations, plus, minus, multiplication, division or other calculation symbols, and the constants. Constants means the value will not going to change in the calculation. So if you type a value as 100, for all the cells it goes as 100, it won't change. And the function, that these are the functions, these are the formulas we predefined in Excel. Those are ready-made formulas. And let's see what is a cell reference. Here the green is typed in cell C5, the column C and the row 5. So we read this cell address as C5. And these are the operators we are using in the calculations. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions and exponent. We'll learn this later. So what is a constant value? If you take this example, A plus B. A has 3 cells and B has only 1 cell. So you are going to add A with B, but every time you change the A's value but the B's value is not changing. For every 3 cells it is going to add with 3. So 3 is a constant value. Now I told that the built-in formulas in Excel, we call those functions. So we can go to functions using formula. So this is a simple function. it says equal sum within brackets a1 colon a20. Simply the equal sign, after that the function name, then the argument. Argument means it indicates a1 colon a20. That means the cell range from a1 to a20, all the cells. Sum means the addition. This basically adds a1 to a20 cells numbers in together. It will take the total. If you take this, it starts with the equal sign and the whole part we call function, and you see the operator, the division mark, and the cell references are A1 to A10. That means all the cells from A1 to A10, and then the 100 is a constant value. And the arithmetic operations. When we say arithmetic operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage and explanation will involve. So additions means adding two cells, subtractions subtracts one cell from another, then multiplication, it can be more than two cells, divisions, and once you put the percentage mark, you can get the value as a percentage. So and the explanation mark, that means the power of numbers. So when you want to calculate the total marks of the students using the arithmetic operations, this is how it works. Now in the first row, the first student's name Suhana. So we are going to calculate the total marks for that. So it says C4 plus D4 plus E4 plus F4. So the first we type the equal mark, then you select the cell C4 which belongs to the English of Suhana, and D4, E4, like that. You get the 4 subjects mark total there. So then after that you don't have to do this again and again. You just copy and paste the formula. It will change with the relevant cell references. So now I hope that you have noticed that the cells are changing once you copy and pasting the formula. So this thing we called relative cell references. See, this is the first one is total of C5 into D5. Then if once we copy and paste the formula, it automatically takes the next cell addresses. Calculate the percentages. So now we are done with the total. So if you want to calculate the percentage, basically we have to divide this by 4 because one student is doing 4 subjects. So again we just have to copy and paste the formula. So this is the complete result. So the total and the percentage, we get these things from using formulas. Now let's see what are the text operators. Basically that is the and sign. So let's say you want to display the Sushant Singh as a full name in a one cell. So this is how you do. You type the equal mark and select the B4 cell that belongs to the first name of Sushant, and then the last name is Singh. So that is C4. Once you do that, you get this. That is not adding the cells, that is just combining the cells. So hierarchy of operators, that means what is the priority when it comes, the operators are in a formula, all the operators are in one formula, so this is the priority it gives. So first it calculates the brackets, and then the explanation, and then the the multiplication and division. After that only addition and subtraction. So if you take this, it calculates first this brackets with this multiplication sign, and then the explanation mark, and then the subtraction, and then the addition. So let's see what is AutoSum. This function is available in 2 places in Microsoft Excel. First place, it is in the editing group of the home tab. It is in the home tab and also it is in the formula tab. So these are the places. This is the AutoSum in the home tab, and this is the sum or AutoSum or the functions in the formula tab. So this is how you put the AutoSum. You first select the cell. Now let's say you want to add all these numbers with the cells. So you select the cell where you want to display the total and then click on AutoSum. There you select sum and you select this and then press enter. It will add all the numbers from 100 to 900. So this will be the answer. Now let's discuss some questions regarding this area. First one is, what are the 4 elements of a formula? So these are the 4 elements we have learned: cell references, operators, constants and functions. And the next question is, what is the cell reference for the active cell at the moment? Check this. Now can you all say what is the cell reference for this active cell? I hope you all can understand the active cell is highlighted with a green color and the column names and the row numbers are highlighted with the green color. So this is the active cell, that is C6. So what is the answer for the given formula according to the hierarchy of operators? Values for A1 is 10 and B1 is 5, C1 is 5, D1 is 10. If you take this, it first calculate the brackets with the multiplication sign and then the subtraction and then the addition. First this and second, third. Second and third can change. So the answer is 55. And what are the 2 different places where you can find some function? I told you there are 2 tabs. So one is in editing group of the home tab and then the function library in the formula tab. And I hope you all have learned a lot. You all enjoyed the lesson. Thank you for listening to my lecture. Thank you very much, students.